So welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about UGC NET English Literature previous year question paper with a detailed explanation. So this one is the previous year question, and with the questions we have the more information regarding the questions, so that it will helpful for your next examination UGC NET. So the first question, Chassis the Knight's Tale is a high romance told in सो जसस का जो नाइट टेल होता है हाई रोमांस है जो कि इसमें लिखा गया है जो कि हीरोइक कापलेट में है. देन मार्लोस फर्स्ट ओरिजिनल वर्क वाज, which one is the original work of Marlowe's? That was the Tamburlaine the Great. Marvel pays his homage to the protector and a tribute to the royal dignity of Charles I in which Bermudas. So let's see the explanations of these questions. So the Knight's Tale, जो कि Middle English Knight's Tale, is the first tale from Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales. जो Canterbury Tales का जो Chaucer का है वो first tale है Knight's Tale. Or the knight is described by Chaucer in the general prologue as the person of highest social standing amongst the pilgrims, though his manner and clothes are unpretentious. तो जो नाइट्स टेल होता है चौसर वहाँ पे जो जनरल प्रोलॉग में नाइट को एक हाईएस्ट सोशल स्टैंडिंग के इमेज दिया है, जैसे कि वहाँ पे 29 पिलग्रिम्स होते हैं जो कैंटरबरी टेल्स में, उसमें से एक नाइट भी है. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो मार्लो का था, जो Tamburlaine the Great is a play in 2 parts by Christopher Marlowe. It is loosely based on the life of Central Asian Emperor Timur, written in 1587 or 1588. The play is a milestone in Elizabethan public drama. Then, whereas the real Timur was of Turkey Mongolian ancestry and belonged to the nobility, for dramatic purposes, Marlowe depicts him a Scythian shepherd who rises to the rank of emperor. So, these are the additional information about the questions which are asked in your examination. तो यहाँ पे भी आप लोग अपकमिंग एग्जामिनेशन के लिए कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन ले सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट जो था एंड्रिया मार्वेल का जो क्वेश्चन था, मार्वेल पेज हिज होमेज टू प्रोटेक्टर ए ट्रिब्यूट टू द रॉयल डिग्निटी ऑफ चार्ल्स फर्स्ट. इन कहाँ पे मतलब मार्वेल चार्ल्स फर्स्ट को ट्रिब्यूट दिए हैं, वो है आंसर बर्मुडस. सो लेट्स सी. The poem Bermudas by Andrew Marvell describes the feelings of a group of English pilgrims who had fled from the religious persecutions of Laud, the Archbishop of Canterbury at that time in England, and who found refuge in one of the islands of the group known as the Bermudas. This is the information about the poem, about Charles First one or Bermudas poem. Next question. The Life and Death of Mr. Badman was written by whom? John Bunyan, and written in 1680. So, Life and Death of Mr. Badman, an analysis of a wicked man's life as a warning for others, presented to the world in a familiar dialogue between Mr. Wiseman and Mr. Attentive, is a 1680 book by John Bunyan. So you can find the full title or full the name of the work, The Life and the Death of Mr. Bedman. The subtitle is this one, An Analysis of a Wicked Man's Life as a Warning for Others, presented to the world in a familiar dialogue between Mr. Wiseman and Mr. Attentive. That may be your question in your next examination, so be attentive for this question. It was designed as a companion to the Pilgrim's Progress and was published by Nathaniel Ponder. The two characters have a dialogue about sin and redemption over the course of a long day. So again your question यहाँ पे बनता है कि कौन से पोएम में, एंड्रयू मार्वेल के कौन से पोएम में sin and redemption के डायलॉग होता है. So this is your Life and Death of Mr. Badman. The next question is, Dr. Johnson's A Dictionary of the English Language was published in 1755. So a dictionary of the English language, sometimes published as a Johnson Dictionary, was published 15 April 1755, written by Samuel Johnson. Next question, the main idea of the Dunciad was taken from MacPlacknoy. So the Dunciad is a landmark mock heroic narrative poem by Alexander Pope, published in three different versions at different times from 1728 to 1743. The poem celebrates a goddess' dullness and the progress of her chosen agents as they bring decay, imbecility, and tastelessness to the kingdom of Great Britain. So, for the mock heroic structure of the Dunciad itself, however, the idea seems to have come most clearly from MacFlecknoy. Next question, the character of the leech gatherer appears in leech gatherer कहाँ से appear होता है resolution and independence. Resolution and Independence is a lyric poem by English romantic poet William Wordsworth, composed 1802 and published 1807. It has the two volumes. The poem contains 20 stanzas written in modified rhyme royal and describe Wordsworth's encounter with a leech gatherer near his home in Lake District of England. Next question, Table Talk is a collection of essays by Hazlitt. So Hazlitt published his first book, a work of philosophy, in 1805. In the year between the authorial debut and the publication of Table Talk, Hazlitt was employed as a journalist, critic, and lecturer, and published several collections of writing on topics such as Shakespearean criticism, politics, and literature. Carlyle Sartor Resartus was written under the influence of German Romance. So Sartor Resartus, the life and opinion of her Teofildis in three books. This is the subtitle of Sartor Resartus, is a novel by Scottish essayist, historian, and philosopher Thomas Carlyle. First published as a serial in Frasers magazine, November 1833, August 1834. Next question, the image of the Neptune taming the seahorse appears in which poem, My Last Duchess? Next, so North is a collection of poems written by Seamus, So Mars' last doses stemming of a seahorse by Neptune depicted in a bronze sculpture serves as a powerful symbol of Duke's controlling and possessing nature. Duke uses the artwork to subtly reveal his desire to dominate his wife, comparing himself to the powerful god and his wife to the tamed seahorse. So यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन बहुत ज़्यादा बनता है माई लास्ट डॉचेस और ये रॉबर्ट ब्राउनिंग के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आता है. T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland is dedicated to second Milgrave Fabro, the better craftsman, which refers to Ezra Pound. So your the poem The Wasteland by T.S. Eliot divided into five sections. You know it, and you must remember, memorize the five sections according to their chronology, because ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार NTA नेट में पूछा गया है. The burial of death, the game of chess, the fire sermon, death by water, what the thunder said. These are the five parts of your T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. Next question. The local of Riders to the Sea is Aran, Iceland. So, Riders to the Sea is a play written by Irish and literary Renaissance playwright John Millington Synge. It was first performed on 25 February 1904 at the Molesworth Hall, Dublin, by the Irish National Theatre Society, with Helen Laird playing Moya. मोरिया फैमिली. सो अगेन यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन होता है कि मोरिया फैमिली कौन से मतलब प्ले में डिस्क्राइब किया गया है. राइडर्स टू दिस सी रिटन बाय सिंजे. सो यहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन आपको ये मिलता है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, द बुक पोएम्स आर एसोसिएटेड विद सेमस हैनी. सो सीमस हैनी को बॉब क्वीन भी बोला जाता है. सो नॉर्थ 1975 is a collection of poems written by Seamus Heaney, who received Nobel Prize in 1995. It was the first of his works that directly dealt with the troubles in northern Iceland, and it looks frequently to past of images and symbols relevant to the violence and political unrest of the time. Heaney has been recorded reading this collection. Seamus Heaney collected poems album. So these are some few questions, and in the next video I will upload the next questions and also the explanation. So thank you for watching my video.